Hello everyone, welcome to Chitter Chatter. Today we're gonna do chit chat with Nivedita Basu. We're gonna chit chat with her about her directorial debut Tandoor. And as they say, the captain of the ship is the director. The same way, our Chitter Chatter today is all about how she decided to do her this web project Tandoor. And I think because first, we should chit chat with the director. That's why, for some reason, we couldn't have our chit chat yesterday with Tanuj, and that will be somewhere down the line with Tanuj and Rashmi. But today, let's have chit chat with Nivedita and ask her. She's been ruling the television industry for so long, and now also the digital world with her directorial debut. So let's send her a request. And thank you everyone for joining the Chitter Chatter always. And thank you for the lovely messages you sent yesterday when we couldn't go live to still motivate us and believe that things do go wrong. Hi, how are you?
Hi Shweta, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? What's happening?
Surviving in this COVID-struck world.
वो तो कहानी हर घर की है, हर दुनिया की है अभी. The way things are.
It's quite sad. Maharashtra is again gone into such a mess, but let's hope it gets better.
Fingers crossed, all of us are praying for the same thing, that everyone is safe, protected, and becoming better and better. And before we start our chitter chatter, all the people out here are sending you love, hugs, and
Hello. Hello.
सबको आप हेलो हाय कर दो, फिर हम आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Hi guys, thank you for joining in.
So, Nivedita, you've been ruling the television industry for so long that if I go to name the shows, हमारा पूरा एक show ही खत्म हो जाएगा chitter chatter का, because I'll be only naming shows.
No, I've been God is kind that I was with Ekta for 15 years, so obviously managed to do quite a few shows. I think about 80, 90 daily soaps.
That's why I said ना, अगर मैं नाम लेना शुरू कर दूं तो हमें एक और चिटर चैटर आगे करना पड़ेगा वो इंट्रोडक्शन के बाद, because I'll be in this only like a monologue going on with names. And it won't.
No. Fine, you don't have to name them.
How did you decide to start your journey in the television industry? What happened? Tell us all about it.
Actually, you know how people say they were always inclined towards television. I was actually never. I was inclined towards academics, and media happened by chance. It was almost like कि engineering नहीं किया तो media कर लिया. I had actually cleared my engineering and I had enrolled to be a mechanical engineer. And after the first semester, I dropped out because my dad only told me there's a vocational course in advertising. So I went to advertising. Then it was like, what do I do my master's in? I was not prepared to again go back into the drill of studying. And then I got through symbiosis. Then I went on to do mass comm. Then for my internship, when I went to Channel V, I think that's when I think the journey starts from Channel V. Back in '99. So when I came to intern there, I kind of liked the whole drill, and I mean, rest is history. From there, after a year, somebody told me, Jitendra's daughter starting a production, and I was like, who's the daughter? Because she was obviously not known back then, I mean, there was nothing much. People say, you're lucky you joined Balaji. I said, I was lucky that I went at a time when it wasn't the Balaji, and but God was kind, it gave me the sensibility that I stick around. I went there, I ventured out, and obviously there are up downs in every company, but somehow I had made my head strong that I was going to stick around there. And I think rest is history. We all know we stuck for 15 years and made what we made. Yeah.
From Channel V, then to Balaji, and from mechanical engineering to mass comm, both are like so different.
Yes.
When you started your first show, here there is no head or tail. That's how our industry is. We just have to go with the flow. And coming from studying, like, I'm going to do this and that, how did you manage back then? And back then, TV was still like what OTT is today. You really didn't know what's happening and all of it.
It's quite true, actually. It was very, very nascent, and the concept of daily soap, in fact, had not even come in. I can see a few friends of mine, Dheeraj and Shweta. Hi, guys. So when I went there, in fact, I knew nothing. I was a director in Channel V, and then I came back to being an intern in Balaji. And they said, do some casting. And I was like, what casting? I don't know what to cast, whom to cast. I was like, nothing. And back then, Swapna Wagmare Joshi was my director. I remember my first director. She was doing a Doordarshan show. And under her wings, I learned quite a bit, And then, of course, on the job, you learn. It's like once you're thrown into, a kuha, you have to find a way to come out. I mean, there's nobody helping you out there. So it just happened that, I had this whole thing. I have this very competitive spirit from childhood, that wherever I'm like thrown in, I'll make sure that I excel. It's not about just surviving. It's obviously about excelling. So I managed to do that. And then, of course, a friend who actually pushed me towards Balaji, Vandy, her husband was a very big director then, Anil V. Kumar. So he was the one who helped me. And I think I was just like enamored by the whole line. I remember I was going up and down the Balaji floor and Koshish Kasha, Anurag Basu was shooting. And I was like, oh my God, I was just like thrilled and I was like stuck there for 2 hours. I remember them waiting down for me. They'd send me for some Xerox and I was sitting and watching the shoot, like a total, like a childish thing, like a teenager, who's besotted by shoot because obviously it was visually very appealing because Anurag Basu was very, very, innovative in his direction. So I think it was just like on job training. I was thrown in there and I made sure that I did not just my best and best to everyone's capacity.
Before I go on the next one, Golecha Prashant says, two beautiful ladies out there. Vivek Kapoor says that, oh, from mechanical engineering, wow, to television. Aarti Maheshwari.
I wish I'd become a mechanical engineer and I never became one.
I think for that, we all want to say thank you, you didn't. So we got these really television.
I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if I didn't do this, what would I have been? I really can't go back to think.
And where you're talking about spirit, I think your spirit is as alive as back then because you constantly are up to something or the other, and the smile and the energy is always there. So, how did you decide? अच्छा चलो creative producer बन गए, creative head बन गए, co-producer बन गए, अब director भी बन जाते हैं. How did this directorial debut happen of Tandoor?
So, like I told you, I studied to be a director. So, I was a director back in college, and when I went to Channel V, I was directing my own shows. In fact, back then there was Pura, Pia, Matthew. I don't know if you know them, Yudhishthir, and of course my own husband Yadu. He was also VJ. That's how we met about 21 years back. So I was already directing, and then I came on to doing creative. So in Balaji also within my 15 years, I did direct, but television was very exhausting. As direction. So if you were thrown in television, there was no. The creative director was more of a director than the on-set director. That's how we saw it because at least in Balaji, we called the shots. We decided what we wanted. We would even go down and narrate the shots we would want. Where the camera would be, whose clothes we want. So I just realized that I was doing a great job as a creative, and direction was not really ventured out. Though I did Gumrah, I did the Channel V show. Then I directed few telefilms for, we did the first Indo-Pak television show back in 2005-6. So I was a part of it. Then I did some content with them. But direction obviously needed a lot more energy. In fact, within Balaji, I had taken a break to do Zilla Ghaziabad as an associate director, So that was actually after ages when I got like on-job kind of training back to being a director because you were smack bang in the center of, the whole storm, and then had to like take control. So I think OTT was going to happen because I obviously in the lockdown and prior to the lockdown I was creating a lot of content, but it was like a long lost wish that I kind of go back to direction, and I don't think I'm such a great director right now, but yeah, I think my spirit is right and I know that I want to learn and I want to perform and make it better, and I'm not thinking in my head that I have arrived. So I think that itself is quite achievement that I don't feel that I've arrived and I'm like top notch. I feel there's still scope of a lot of learning, which is good, I feel.
And there's a scope of lot more movies that you're going to be directing and releasing. So that's the best part.
We always hope for the best, Shweta. That is the whole idea. When you venture into something, you always feel that this is just the beginning and there's a long way to go. But like I said, how good or bad a director I am, that's I think what time to tell, or probably my actors to tell. I directed them in Tandoor. Maybe you should get them all on board and ask them how bad was Nivedita.
Did try chit chat with Tanuj yesterday, but it wasn't happening. I say I think the Instagram decided, oh, first let's have the director, the captain of the ship, let's do a chit chat, and then let the actors and the music director and everyone follow. So there's one question that is repeatedly asked on our chit chat here is that when is Tandoor releasing or when is the promo releasing?
So you know what happens is, firstly, I think the pandemic is playing a lot of havoc in everything, you know, because now BMC has kind of created few norms. People are not able to go to edit studios and dubbing studios. So a lot of thing is pending, you know, and we're unable to tell it, you know, the audience all the time. They keep asking that it's short. But I think I've realized that, the turnaround time between a web show can easily be between 6 to 8 to 10 months. You know, it doesn't happen so soon. There's so much work, you know, there's CG work, there's background work. So even though we finished shooting during the pandemic, you know, we went ahead with the post, but the platform itself also has plans. You know, they decide when to release what kind of content. Because now, you know, we did it for Hulu, they're going premium, you know, they're kind of bringing an A, B, and C tier. So they want to launch it in a big way because for them it's a big property. I mean, Tanuj and Rashmi debuting on web, it's a big thing. I can see Ankit Shah, my music director. He created a beautiful track for a series.
So yeah, maybe soon we may have a chit chat with him too.
Yes. So I think, I mean, from what it looks like, it's April end. But then, like I said again, you know, like the pandemic has played so much havoc that you don't know what is going to be pushed earlier or after. But we're aiming that April, May is when it kind of like winds up because we are moving into another series and we want to like at least have our first on air right now.
How was it that, Tandoor is based on real incidents? So, how did you decide this is a story I want to make? And that story pushed you to a level to take the plunge again back to directing and be like, okay, I'm going to get out there and direct this one.
Actually, that is the whole thing. We were creating another content which we're going on the floor now, and Tandoor happened just. I mean, I would actually thank Vibhu Agarwal, you know, the channel, the platform owner of Ulu. He actually told me, and I was so intrigued because obviously we were present when this whole incident had happened, you know, back then, and we heard so much buzz about it that it was written so well, you know, by this writer Vibhu, that I was like, I want to do this, you know, and I want to do stuff which is either real or sensational. It's like people think of me, you know, like I'll make very dharma or YRF kind of film, like a rom com, but actually I'm just the opposite, you know, like dark, grungy subjects, real subjects. In fact, the next 3, 4 we are doing, they're all based on real life incidents. So I think that excites us because when you're shooting something, you know, there's a Bible you can go back to. You know, there was some reality behind it. You want to play with their emotions correctly, you know. So you're also being very cautious. And also, there is a lot of buzz in the audience, you know, because they can also Google the incidents and see that, you know, okay, it happened like this. What have we shown? You know, because obviously we don't show it as it is. We fictionalize it. We just pick up an incident and we make it our own. They want to see how we have made it our own, you know. And back then, media was not that prevalent and, you know, there was no social media. So a lot of news just came and went, you know, just as a part of a newspaper heading. I mean, it was a huge heading. But now, you know, when you say inspired by true events, people want to see, people want to know. So I mean, Tandoor was it. I mean, I'm frankly telling you that that was what pushed me. You know, I wasn't even sure I was going to direct now. I mean, it was down the line. But thank God I took the plunge and I did it because it gave me a lot of confidence, you know. And as you keep working, you kind of better your craft, you know, whether it's as an actor. And I've seen, you know, when I got actors back in Balaji, I used to see them so naive and virgin, I would say that they would not even know the camera or the angles or the placement. And I know I see them now, you know, 20 years down, where they've become like pros at their craft. And that's how it is. You know, the more you practice, the more you learn. So there are some people who practice their craft on their own when you don't see them that often, you know, like people who've done the NSDs and FTIs. But we don't see their work because probably are not doing commercial work, but they are doing a lot of back end work. And of course, and they say like television actors, you know, they become more veteran in acting because they're facing the camera every day, 365 days a year. So I think television actors kind of pick it up early in the day.
So now tell us, you had some heavy chit chat because Tandoor is based on a heavy incident and a true incident, like dark and grudgy stuff. But now let's make it a little lighter, and I'm going to ask you some questions, and you don't have time to think. So it has to be like really quick.
Okay.
So, firstly, your most embarrassing moment when you started your career.
So that was when I remember Swapna, she asked me to go and get a color bar. And I was actually down, She and the DOP actually, like this was a prank they played all the time, even after I came in. So I quickly went onto the set and they were like, "Where's the color bar? We can't start a shoot." And I was like so shit scared, I was like, shit, Ekta's gonna kill me if the telecast is not done. And I went down to look for a color bar and I was like, oh my god, presence of mind.
What was the funniest moment when you started casting?
Funniest moment. I wouldn't remember funniest moments as such. In fact, I don't even remember if there was a funny moment in casting. Not really.
Okay, any
No.
fun in your career till now that you would like to share with all of us here?
So they were not funny moments. They were obviously moments that would make you like go crazy, angry, and stuff. So because in Balaji, we used to do everything very cut to cut. I don't know if you know. It was sometimes it was literally like if I had a telecast at 9, I was out, actually shooting till 2 in the afternoon. So there was those frustrating moments, when actors would suddenly go into their mood and like if they're having a fight, because a lot of time actors, because they stay together 24/7, there was like major tension on sets, and they would get into their personal rivalry, and I would be like wanting to be like sock their face, but I would be like so calmly going in to, calm them down that please, because in my head, everything was running that, we'll have a blank episode, we'll have Ekta yelling. So everything used to run in a flash in my head. And even though I wanted to like get angry and like break something on the set, I used to go down like pleading and, like begging and trying to pay like a good cop, because them being the bad cop and actually like reconciling. I never thought that I would get into like couples' life and make them understand in the middle of a telecast. So yeah, things like that have happened definitely on this set.
How was it working with Rashmi?
So when you're not working with somebody, you hear a lot stuff, at the back end that this one's not unprofessional, this one is unprofessional, this one doesn't, has a lot of issues, and it was just the opposite. I had heard a lot about Rashmi, but I actually don't go by her. Say, I am somebody who's not Kaan ka kacha at all. So I hear it, I kind of soak it in, but I go with a fresh start. I don't go with any baggage. So in fact, when we met Rashmi, I mean, she's such a fabulous actor, and the camaraderie that these people shared, Tanuj and Rashmi, was electric. So having her was like, so that was the biggest comfort I had with having, whether it was Tanuj, whether it was Amit, and whether it was Rashmi. These are such good actors. So for a director, it becomes so good because you're only improvising vis-a-vis you teaching the actors, what you want out of a scene. So we had done a lot of pre-production and reading. So half my job was actually done in my pre-production. So Rashmi was like fabulous. I mean, she got her look right. She worked on herself right. You would just come on the set and it would take a minute. And most of my time would only go in improvising and making the scenes better. So I think she is quite a fabulous asset, to have on a show because you need actors like that. You need people who are giving you more than what you want. So yes, it was quite a
Tanuj, like, he says this role is a role where actors would want to kill to get something like this. And he also worked on his look and everything. So, how was it working with him?
So Tanuj has been actually an old friend of mine, and it so happened that we managed to work on this, and I give the full credit to Tanuj. I remember he was in Dubai shooting for a series, and I was casting for this, and we had been chasing each other for a while, for this. And my thing was also going ahead, the pandemic, everything under the sun was going back and forth. And then one fine day he said, Nibs, I've got like a window to shoot, in these days. And I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. And the price was less. Everything was like actually for me to not take him, but I just stood my ground and I said, I want him. Something in my head just made me, and I had like a lot of big actors vying for the role and they were all a nod, on the thing. And somehow, they say how, the universe conspires to make things happen. And it just happened like that, that we managed to roll. He gave it like 15 days before we managed to roll it during that time. And he just came on board. I told him work like this, look like shit, and he actually managed to do that, because actors are a little wary about what they look and how they look. Even though they say they'll get into a role, you'll have somebody who's working as a mazdoor but still be looking good, and you're like, no, you have to look bad as a mazdoor. Of course, now the trend is changing, with web coming in and a lot of, hardcore actors coming in from theater, that whole trend is changing. The other actors are also getting more into the nerve of the character. So Tanuj has been a treat all through and through. And I am extremely fond of him otherwise also as a person. And he's, I mean, the epitome of professionalism when it comes to it. I mean, one should learn how he is, on a floor, not like getting into the phone. Because most actors nowadays have that, short khatam hua, phone mein gaye. वो शॉर्ट खत्म होगा अपने लाइन पे जाएगा, मुझे बुलाएगा मेकअप रूम में कि ये लाइन है, ये ठीक है कि नहीं. So I mean, I'd seen a totally different side. I thought he'd be the Vayu Raghavan of Inside Edge, but he was, the Sahil I wanted on my set.
And how was it working with Amit?
Oh, Amit is, I mean, one underrated actor, I must say. I wonder how I didn't know of him earlier. In fact, he was a recommendation that came from Vibhuji, and I was like, let me see him. On the first day of reading, he was very casually told me, what do you want? So then I went back to see his body of work, and he had done very interesting work. So every time the work doesn't have to be what you see posted on big social media networks or big posters or hoardings. Sometimes you have to actually go into the depth of people, what they are, how they are. So the second day when he came for reading, I was prepared about, how he was and what he was. And then we started doing reading with the other actors. So he is fabulous. I mean, like I said, it's like a boon to have these three actors because they are actually actors. You give them one variation, they give you five. So variation can vary from a comedy to a horror. The same line can be said in 5 different ways, and they actually bring that to the table. So I actually had a call to, sometimes treat the scene lightly, romantically, angrily, frustratingly. So, I mean, that was a big boon, and I think Amit comes from a theatre background. He's done a lot of Marathi. I respect a lot of Marathi cinema people, because they hone their craft like anything. So, all three are fabulous actors, and I think whoever they go to, you don't even have to think twice, trust me.
And I must say, the way you've described all three of them as an actor, all of us here are super excited to watch Tandoor because you've just excitement so much that we have already started counting days. So hopefully things happen good and you release really soon because our excitement levels have gone high after this 3 questions for sure, and the hearts have been flowing like.
Yeah, I think Rashmi has a huge fan following, and they chase me like incessantly asking about it. And sometimes I want to tell them that, media works very differently. There are a lot of things which go into media planning about when it's going to be telecast, what is going to happen. They have to time it with something else. So sometimes things are not in our hand. We, of course, work our, like full energies are directed towards making it happen soon. But like I said, dubbing studios are shut. Their whole office is shut right now because of BMC. So we are unable to even dub the thing. So, I mean, till the dubbing doesn't happen and it's in 5 languages, Tandoor is going to be in 5 languages. So, all that will take a little time, I mean, I don't see it happening in the next 15, 20 days, definitely a month away. Yes.
We're counting days and we're hoping that it happens really soon.
I'm hoping to, I have my fingers crossed.
Us too. So, Nivedita, music plays a very important part in our cinema, be it OTT, be it theatre release, be it anywhere. We love music. And tell us something about the music created by you and Ankit for this show.
So, music, I don't know if you actually want to know what I would have been if I was not into media, it would have been a musician because, being a Bengali, you train into music. And in fact, all Balaji music was overlooked by me. So all the title songs from QK till date, till I was there, all title songs were overlooked by me, So you name it, whether it was Raju Singh, Lalit Sen, all the music directors, Anuji and Himesh Reshami. I worked with most of them, So I used to be music inherently. And for me, like I said, I speak through music, even if you see my Instagram profile, it's all about music. I try to emote my thing more than words in music, so you kind of know where the drift is. So for me, it was that, the way the story pans out of Tandoor, I definitely wanted something which kind of touches people's heart, when they see the relationship between Rashmi and the 2 men she had. And I mean, we had got a lot of music, and eventually I actually liked Ankit's music, and then we worked on it, and he was as excited about working on the music because I told him I want this lyrics, I want this instrument, and he was quite forthcoming. Usually somebody would be like, okay, I've given you the track, I don't want to work on it. But we worked on a lot of versions because, like I said, music for me is an integral part. So it's not just the title. I wanted the music to be played in different versions over the period of series, you know. So we created a lot of versions of the same song. And like I said, now it's for the audience to see once they see how it's played, you know, an important role in the series.
So while you're a rock star and we all call you a rock star, even your friend from FSB Chick is saying that you're a rock star, and that's something we all truly believe. And everyone is also commenting on your smile, which is again something which is vicious. Smile and laugh. And now we're gonna have a little laughter round. So I'm gonna say a few things, and the first thing that comes to your mind is what you're gonna say. So ready to start that? Are we good to play that? I've lost you. Are you there? Are you there?
Yeah. You're playing something, is it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say a few names, and the first thing that comes to your mind is what you're gonna say. Okay, like one word match sentence. Okay. We'll try. Mechanical engineering.
Nivedita Basu.
Mas-
Nivedita Basu again.
Okay, now you'll have to go beyond these two words when I say something. The rules have changed.
Sorry?
Balaji,
Ekta Kapoor.
Channel V.
My husband.
K series.
Smriti Rani.
Tandoor.
Tanuj Rashmi Amit.
Tanuj.
Homie.
Rashmi.
Pretty soul.
Amit.
Very good actor.
Music.
Music is soul for me.
Television.
Still alive and kicking.
OTT.
Long way to go.
Ullu.
Vibhu Agarwal.
PR.
PR. Prashant Gulecha.
And stop smiling just because your name. And something for the fans out there before we end our chitter chatter.
Firstly, thank you, Shweta, for having me. I think in this pandemic, it's quite refreshing, you know, to talk to somebody other than yourself and the people in the house. So that's exciting. And always to take a break from work and share with people what you're doing. You know, sometimes there are people out there who want to know what you're doing. Where does a thought come from? Where is it going? So for me, I think as a message, if you ask me today, it's nothing to do with Tandoor or me. It's to be safe. You know, I think Corona has kind of taken a toll in a huge way. In fact, a lot of people who didn't get it in the first wave are getting it now. So I think the whole idea right now is to just lie low a little. I know it's very, very frustrating. People are saying again, if it goes in, there'll be like a full stop. It won't be. I mean, we've seen ups and downs in life. A lot of people have, you know, like bad things happening to them, but they kick back and, you know, they come out of it. But today, more than health, I don't think anything else is needed in anyone's life, you know. So to concentrate on your health a little, I think just work from home if you can. If you can't, and if you really have to step out, I think follow the norms. The biggest problem of the spike in Bombay is I think people are not following the norms. You know, when they go out, I've seen 99% of people when they're talking, they kind of put their mask down and talk. And I'm like, then how is, I mean, that is the point where the virus is kind of hitting you. And we don't know any other way to stop the virus. It's just the mask and sanitizing. So I think let's all be safe. Let's all be good citizens and, you know, make sure that the virus kind of goes away in a few months. Let's all take the jab as and when our turn comes. And let's hope life goes back to normalcy soon. And then we can do a lot more stuff. I think things are going slow now, but they can get faster when this is out of the way.
Thank you, Nivedita, for coming for this chitter chatter, from taking the break from your work and sharing and having this fun chit chat. We didn't even realize where the time went. And all the best for Tandoor and for many more projects that you're working on. And our fingers are crossed to see all of them super soon.
Thank you.
More chitter chatter.
Thank you so much.